everybody, and welcome to the video. This is Josh here, and today we're taking a look at the Arkedo Pharaoh travel backpack. Now, I was lucky enough to have the kind folks over at Arkedo send this out for me to try and test and review a few months ago. I'm gonna start by going over a few of the positives and the things that I like about this bag. First off, love the design, love the color, love the look. This heathered fabric has always been a favorite of mine. It's clean, it's minimal. I wish it did have a little bit more structure. Ran into the same issue with my Air Tech Pack. Part of the reason why it is that way and why it's a little bit of a looser structure, it weighs in at 900 grams according to their website. So this is meant for, ultralight one bag sort of travel, and that's definitely something I've been working towards more and more over the past year. I rarely travel with any more than a backpack. This is a 35-liter bag, if memory serves me right. Going over a few of the compartments here, we'll start with the exterior. There are two water bottle holders. I have my travel tripod here that is actually able to fit in here in conjunction with my 1-liter hydro flask. It's not the easiest fit, but it will definitely get in there. And feeling, I'm not worried about this falling out, especially not this. In this front outside pouch here, you have just a little compartment, easy access. I currently have in here just my sunglasses. And then if you flip it around here, this is another thing I really like. You have this privacy quick access pouch. I'm always concerned about theft when I'm traveling, so this kind of gives you that easy access pocket without having to worry about someone coming up behind you and stealing your valuables. So I just have my wallet and my headphones, my phone also in here. And this is designed to be kind of a top loader, just like a regular suitcase. You have these nice little strings here to help tie everything down and compress everything. But I was able to fit, 3 or 4 days worth of outfits in here. I've been running into the issue more and more with traveling with camera gear, not being able to fit everything. I'm actually able to carry all of my clothes, an extra pair of shoes, which is unheard of, my toiletries, all of my clothes, everything fits in here with room to spare. And you can see too, even taking some of the items out, it still fits and holds well. You can really tighten everything down really nice and taut. The other really big plus with this is you have this completely lay flat design. It'll hold a 15-inch laptop with ease. I would say pretty safely you could fit a 17-inch laptop if you needed to. The laptop compartment is completely adjustable. And then you have lots of extra room for cables and charging and pens and all that sort of stuff in here. This also opens up towards the whole bottom and back here. So that's the inside of the bag. I should mention as well, it does use YKK zippers. And if you do look on the back here, you have these nice, really wide straps, which I do enjoy. And then you have a little bit of this foam padding that kind of makes for some breathing areas on your back, so your back's getting a little bit less sweaty. The only real con I've been able to discover for my own personal testing is just the lack of back padding. There's very little in between you and your flat, hard, big laptop. I've gotten a little spoiled with some of my other backpacks being a bit more comfortable. Now, I have a pretty severe lumbar curve. So that extra lumbar support and that kind of flexibility in the back is really important for me for a comfort standpoint. So it does hold quite a bit, but it is not a very comfortable backpack, to be honest. I did test it with and without the laptop, and that makes a huge difference. But if you can see, I just have this whole big area here in my lumbar. I would be hesitant to carry my laptop if I knew I was going to be carrying around this bag all day, every day. So that is really the only flaw. Luckily enough for me though, I don't typically travel with my laptop. And I totally understand why they designed it this way with such minimal padding. They're after the people that are trying to save every single gram when they're traveling. So I can definitely appreciate it. The other thing I noticed, this is not a big deal for me either, but you have no waist strap or you have no chest strap. So that is something to make a note of if you do usually like to use those chest straps. These are a little bit thicker and wider, so they help hold the weight a little bit easier, but you're not gonna have that extra support there. But overall, and this has been an excellent bag. I am going to be looking into some packing cubes for this. I think that would be a huge help. You know, you have this big, wide open compartment here. And if you were able to compartmentalize your clothes a little bit better, I think this would make for a great organized, you know, long weekend or even week-long travel bag, depending on how lightweight you usually go. A couple of other points to mention as well. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant, which I'll usually take. Water resistance for most scenarios is gonna be more than enough for me. And the other big thing as well, this bag comes in at $99. Very inexpensive for the quality. You can tell, you know, it's made purposefully lightweight, but it doesn't give off any sort of feeling that it's cheap. So make sure to pick this up if you are in need of a good travel bag. I'm gonna look on Amazon too, and I'll link some packing cubes that I think will be helpful for this. I know Arkido is actually coming out with some packing cubes in the near future. So maybe we'll get to see those at some point, but be sure to like the video if you did enjoy this. Helps me out a ton. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I do a lot of weight loss videos, but I do all sorts of content every Monday and Friday on the channel here. And leave me a comment down below. What's your favorite travel backpack? I always love doing research and always on the hunt for the best bag, but so far this thing has been great. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.